Okay, hello, welcome to another video. Today we talk about how to assess your APIs for AI readiness. Let's jump right in. So one of the things that people know, of course, is that having OpenAPI as an API description is a good thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean that your APIs are a good fit to be consumed by AI consumers. So for example, by coding agents or by business agents. It is good to have OpenAPI, but it really isn't quite enough. So you could really say that just having a valid OpenAPI is not good enough. Even having one that you have improved by using tools like Spectral is probably not going to be great, because Spectral in most cases is also mostly looking for developer experience and not so much for AI signals. And in order to really have a high quality API for AI consumption, you need to look for clarity of descriptions, for examples, for good error messages, for a whole bunch of things that for traditional, let's say, APIs aren't quite as important. And that is really, really important, I think, going forward, because we really need good APIs, because without APIs, in the end, I would argue there is no AI. And this is important for a variety of teams, right? It's important for development teams, it's important for platform teams, it's important for AI teams, it's important for everybody who is producing APIs and who is in charge of managing APIs and providing API landscapes to others so that they have an easier time consuming things. And therefore, I would argue that AI readiness now is really part, or should be part, of an API strategy. And having a simple way of assessing where you are and assessing how good you're doing is really important. There's this good old saying, you cannot improve what you don't measure. And therefore, I would like to make a point that you really should start measuring AI readiness of your APIs, even if for now maybe you're not really doing that much with it, but just kind of getting used to it and understanding that going forward, this will be something that matters. And over time, there probably will be more to do. You want to improve APIs, and that is something we will actually look into a little bit later. But for now, let's just look into how this assessment is going. We had a video on this channel not too long ago with Frank Kilcommons, where we talked about a model for AI readiness for APIs. This model is based on 6 dimensions. It is open source. I'll link to the video somewhere here. And you can learn more about the model by just watching the video or going to the GitHub repo where the model is living. But what I want to do today is not so much talk about the model itself, but talk about how to actually do something with it. And today is supposed to be really hands-on, so let's move into how you can actually use this model. So there is an implementation that was released by Jentic, by us, and that is a free implementation of that model that you can use. Let's go there. And if you go to the GitHub repo, you will find, well, a description of what it is and what it does. And you will also find a guide on how to get started. And I just want to show you a little bit how that works so that you get an impression of what you can do. So as the first thing we can look at, there is the ability to just run this with NPX. We will just do this here because running it with NPX really is the easiest way. You don't have to install anything. It just runs basically over the network. So in my case, this is really fast because I did this before, of course, and it's already installed locally, so to speak, or cached locally. But so now what can you actually do? And you cannot do this much. There's just a scoring thing, right? So the command itself isn't all that complicated. But let's look at what you can do here. And let's first look at an example that is scoring a publicly available API in the Jentic API repo. This is the good old pet store. Let's run this. and scoring is running now. And now it's just looking through all of these 6 dimensions that I was talking about before. And what you can see now is a score that tells you what it is overall in terms of quality and also breaks it down by these dimensions. Now, this is something you can do for all of the public APIs in the Jentic Open API catalog. Now let's try something else. Now let's try to score a Open API document that just lives somewhere. This one here is the Open API specification for the PagerDuty API. So let's run this. And what you see now is actually you can't do this, which means that in order to run this with any API, with your APIs or with third-party APIs, with any API that is not in the Jentic repository, you need to have a key. The key is free, and I have created one. You don't need to try this. This one will be cycled after this video, but I'm setting the key now. Now I'm retrying the command with the PagerDuty API. And now the scoring starting again, and this time it actually works because I have provided the key, and now the thing can actually do the scoring. And once again, we end up with this model of the 6 dimensions being shown here and how the API is doing. Now this is all in terminal and it's kind of cute. I think it looks really nice. But what actually is more practical is to say you can also, if you want to, produce, for example, JSON output. So instead of creating this human readable version of the scoring, you say, I want. So what you can see now, it's running and it is producing the output now in JSON, meaning that instead of having this human readable version, now you get a machine readable one. So if you would want to build machinery around the scoring, you would want to analyze it, take it further, maybe pipe that into some machinery that you're building, then this JSON output is actually quite handy. What you can also do is you can say, I need more details. So there is a detail switch where you can say, I need details about all of the signals. And let's not use JSON anymore. Let's just do the regular format so that we can better see it. So what we're now doing is we're asking for more information. So before we just got the summary, now we actually get a little bit more output that allows us to better understand why those signals actually were assessed in that way. So what you can see now is kind of the same overall rating here, but then for each of the dimensions you get a more detailed report, and you can even drill down further and get even more details if you like to. The last thing that I also would like to show, which I think is pretty cool, so instead of just saying format JSON, you can also say format HTML. So in this case you're saying I want my output in HTML, and now we also have to say where it should go. So let's say we are putting that to a file called report.html. Now we can see how, again, this is running. We don't really see any output now in the terminal because it is written to this output file. But now we can say open this report with the application, let's say Safari, show it to me. And now this is actually, as you can see, it just opened up in a browser window. This is the same data, but shown in a pretty HTML snippet, which you can use if you want to, for example, embed that into portals or into anything where people get a quick visual overview of how APIs are doing. That would be an attractive way of doing it. So as you can see, it's a relatively straightforward tool that allows you to do this assessment. It's based on an open source model. The implementation is free up to a certain limit. Beyond that, there's a nominal fee, but it's very affordable. And if you are looking into moving forward with your APIs into the direction of supporting AI applications in a better way, then I would very much recommend to look into this or find something else that you can do along those lines. But I think generally speaking, just thinking about how to make your APIs more AI ready, that is something that everybody concerned with APIs, meaning designing them, developing them, managing them in their landscapes, managing them as part of their business. I think everybody should really look into this because we will see more and more AI usage of our API. Okay, with that, we're done. Really just a little demo today. I hope you found that useful. Of course, I will put the links to everything we saw here in the description. And if you are interested, then you should check it out. As you could see, it's very, very easy. You can get started very quickly. And it's really useful to get a little bit of feedback in terms of how well your APIs are doing. Thanks a lot for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel. There's always coming more in API land. Until next time, keep getting APIs to work. Bye, everybody.